On the last episode, I had finished painting the shell of the vehicle, and on this episode I'll be painting all the loose panels, such as the doors, fenders, hood, and starting to reassemble the car. Alright, so I got most of the loose panels done. I have the doors, the hatch, the hood, a couple of the brackets. I got both fenders done, but I couldn't fit both of them in here. So I just got to mix some paint up, hit them with some wax grease remover, tack rag it, and shoot some paint on it. And then I'm going to let them dry for a bit and flip it all over, repeat the process, wax grease remove it, tack cloth it, and paint the surfaces. But I will update you once I do that. So I finally got everything painted for the Integra, and I started throwing it together last night. I bolted on the hood and the fenders and the doors. There's no locks or handles or anything, so I need to put all that stuff. So that's gonna be one of the things I'm doing today. Got to put the glass in it, the mirrors, the door panels. Got to bolt the hatch down because it's just sitting on top of the car. The antenna, tail lights, bumpers. Gotta do all that stuff. I started on the bay a little bit last night, running the wires through, just putting a lot of the little stuff on. And luckily, also for the swap, he has innovative mounts on his old car, but the urethane started slipping out, so he bought some new mounts. We got this time got some Passport mounts. These things will look real nice in the engine bay. So today, I guess get this thing all assembled. Hopefully start tearing this guy down. Such as like this. I gotta pull the case port coils, the skunk 2 control arms, and pull the B16 out, but we'll see how far I get. You know, so first thing to tackle is getting this thing all back together as much as I can, then start breaking the red one down apart. So I'll update you once I start getting some of the stuff on here. So here I am at the end of the day. Got a decent amount of stuff done. I got the door all assembled and all the locking mechanism and stuff. The rear end, the hatch is all bolted up, all lined up. The whole rear end's on. Everything's all done. Antenna, gas cap, the molding's on. Except for over here, I'm waiting for the molding to dry because I painted it and I forgot to paint that part. So I got that. I got a little stuck on this door because I couldn't get it to latch for the longest time, or open or unlatch. So I had to use a whole other lock down here, but it's working good now. So I just gotta let that dry so I can put it on, and I don't know what the hell else I need for the door panel to get the door panel on, but I just want to call it night because I gotta go tune Cody's car. So I'm gonna go do that, and we're gonna go try to race some people tonight. So I'm gonna call it good for tonight and go do that. So I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so here I am. I already started on it. I just put some of these interior plastics on the hatch and the rear. But now, next step is going to be the suspension. These are the wheels off the other car, and it had a K-Sports on it. Also got the wheel spacers. There's bolt-on spacers. The front has the non-bolt-on spacers, and I'm doing ARP extended studs on the front. So I'm gonna start by first of all, putting all this on the car, so I could get the stock suspension and put it on that red car, so I could start it. And basically, I'm gonna move this guy out. Then I'm gonna bring that car in here, so I could pull the motor and tranny, harness, computer, the front suspension, all that junk off of it. Clean it up, then bring this car back in and put it all in here once I have it all cleaned. So I'm gonna get started on that next. Alright, so I got the front suspension all on the car, along with the rear now. The wheels are on. I actually really like the white on the color, but I was kind of second guessing the red stripe, but now that I see it, I think it looks really nice. But, so I got all the suspension. I just got a great deal on the engine bay done. I got the brake booster and the master in there, all the lines, like fuel line, brake lines, proportioning valve. I got it quite a bit done here. So the doors are all assembled. I just still have to do this molding that goes here. I have to like wire wheel it because the plastic's peeling off and it's really hard to peel off. So I found wire wheeling has worked the best for me in the past. So I'm gonna do that and just paint it black. But I need to go buy a wire wheel. But yeah, pretty much that. I gotta put the plastic on the bottom. Shift linkage I haven't put on because it needs the bushing on the bottom is destroyed. Well, there is none. As soon as I took it off, it pretty much just fell out. So I'm gonna actually have the owner come by, and he's gonna drop off a couple parts that I need. And I'm pretty much done right now with this. I basically have to pull this green car out, or the this DA out, and pull in the red one, so I can pull the last thing, and that's just the motor and the tranny. I've gotten everything off the car, but I gotta pull this thing out and scrub the crap out of it because it looks hideous. I really wish I had an OBD1 intake manifold, and this blue valve cover is really killing me. So I think I'm gonna try to do him a favor, and I have another valve cover on the shelf. I think I'm gonna aircraft strip it and paint it the same color as his car. Just kind of try to help out here because this is gonna look like crap in the other car. So yeah, I just pull the green car out, and I'll pull the red car in, take the motor out of it, and then I can push this thing finally out of the way, get it out of here. And so I'll update you when I get the B16 out of that thing. I'm gonna start cleaning it up.
Here's the motor after I was done cleaning it, and I had also replaced the oil pan gasket along with the belts, but now she's ready to be dropped into the new car.
So I finally brought the Integra outside to wash it because I'm about to wet sand the whole car and polish it. So I'm gonna sand it back with 2000 grit, then jump up to 3000 afterwards, and hit it with a cutting compound and a polishing compound just to get rid of some little stuff. I mean, the car is really nice. It's probably really damn hard to see though, but it's not bad at all. But it could be a little better. So, like I got everything off of that last, and I didn't update it, but I took the motor out and I cleaned it, then the oil pan gasket, and put it in. And I still have some stuff left to do, but it's in. I just need to clean it up a bit more. I mean, I degreased it all, but I hate this valve cover. So I talked to him, and I'm gonna paint a valve cover for him. I still have to wire in all VTEC stuff, knock sensor, the VTEC solenoid, the oil pressure switch, and put the computer in the car. The bumper, obviously, need to put the crash bar still in it and the lip on it. But the suspension is all done except for I gotta bleed the rear brakes. I already bled the fronts. I gotta do that. I gotta clean the crap out of the interior because this thing is dirty. It's been sitting forever. So the door panels are decently clean, but everything else is pretty gross. So I need to clean in here, vacuum it out. I don't know if I'm gonna wash the seats for him. I don't know if I have enough time to swap the steering wheel out because this one looks like crap. But yeah, I gotta still install the stereo deck on this guy and the shift boot. But it's real close. So I guess I'm gonna get to it because I actually have to have this car done today because I wanted it done yesterday, but it's just the polishing I knew I wasn't gonna get done, and there's a bunch of little stuff, so I want to start sanding on it. I just washed it to get all the dust off of it, so I'm gonna pull it in, sand the whole thing down, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the difference at all before and after the polish. I don't think so. It's really crappy camera, so. But I'll update you after I get it all sanded. Maybe I'll take a couple photos and I'll show you how it looks like when it's all done. Alright, I just finished polishing the whole car. I say it came out pretty good, especially considering where I painted the car, which is in here. Just hung plastic from the roof, the sides, and put it on the bottom, and spread out alright. I mean, yeah, there's dirt in it, but it was surprisingly not a lot. I was expecting to have more. A majority sanded out. And this is just only 2 coats of clear. And I reduced the clear a little bit just so it flow out of the gun a bit nicer, and there wasn't hardly any orange peel. So I didn't really necessarily sand it a whole lot. But I guess now that I got it all polished, it needs a pretty good wash. As you can see, there's crap all over the window and the bottom. I'm sure there's compound all in the door jambs and the hatch jam. So I need to power wash the crap out of this car and just detail it really well and just put the bumper on it and the rest of the side molding on. I just didn't want to put it on until I polished it, so there wouldn't be a bunch of compound stuck between the molding and the body. But let's see. So yeah, I got the bumper, the molding, washing it. I bought a wire wheel, and I have to wire wheel all this. This is where the weather stripping goes for the windows. So I'm gonna wire wheel the black off, seeing as it mostly peeled off. I'm just gonna wire wheel it off, scuff it up real quick, shoot some semi-gloss black on it, just like I did with the rest of this. So, and I had some, oh yeah, I have just the spark plug cover on the motor to paint. The owner brought me one yesterday, and he wants me to just spray that real quick. I'm just gonna spray that satin silver so it looks OE. Gotta put these pieces in here. I'm also gonna actually have to, I have all the metal molding and I didn't break any of the clips. So I gotta wire wheel this as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, the back half of the exhaust. Man, I just keep finding things. So, alright. I'm hoping that's it. And, oh yeah, no, of course not. I gotta put the stereo in the car and clean the inside a bit. But, I'll bleed the rear brakes. I'm hoping that's it. I already washed the cowl, I just gotta put it on. Yeah, I think that's it. So, I wanted to go ahead and smash that out because I'm having the owner come pick this car up.